running behind today. It's been a long 2 days, but we're here. Here we go.
Wanting wealth and success is a positive thing. They can rise you to places you've never dreamed. If you think you're going to be a successful entrepreneur and you have a plan, it's silly. You're going to have a general direction. The more points you have in your plan, the more likely you are not to vary. I've never had one thing in 25 years that went exactly the way that I planned, and falling in love with that concept and knowing that that's what's coming, man, it makes this stuff so much fun. I mean, guys, this is a goddamn game. Business and life, like, we need to have more fun in what we're doing. All right.
They should get all the credit. They're putting in all the work. So you want to always be humble and give them the credit that's due to them. Because when you start making it about you, they're going to leave. Key diagnosis of why analysis paralysis happens is because you want to know every little step before you do it. You're like, oh, well, what about this problem and that problem and this problem? But then what if the market changes and what if this happens? That's why analysis paralysis happens. People who have unreasonable whats don't allow that to happen. They think about the big goal and then they figure out the how. The how comes way later down the road. And guess what? While you're going on the path towards the unreasonable goal, you don't know every step of the way. Like, even today, as I go towards the path I'm going towards, I don't know really much other than what my next step is. I really don't. I could not tell you what next year's, and you're like wishy-washy and you don't know what you want to do. You're far better off being convicted in your decision, making a decision, and living with the results. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Go after it again. But there are too many business leaders who are indecisive because they don't want to be wrong. And so guess what? When you're indecisive, you might have the right answer, but nobody will follow you. So we want to be confident. We don't want to be timid. People want to follow a confident leader.
So 1 in 25,000 people in America are millionaires. 1 in 250,000 people in America have a six-pack abs. So it's more rare to have six-pack than it is to be a millionaire in America. So take that as you will, folks. It takes a lot of dedication to achieve that type of a physical look that Rhett has achieved. So clearly he's thinking at an elite level that all of you want to be thinking at. So that's the only reason why I put him on this.
Performing team members are 4 to 8 times more productive than the average team member. All right? So the only way to attract these team members is by having clear core values that you stand for.
So tell us your name and when you got started in the Wealthy Investor Program.
My name is Beth Jimenez from Bay Area, California. I actually found Ryan on social media. This is when he only had 30,000 followers, and he was giving away a free gift, and I was one of the few that won, and it was a free course and a Zoom call with him. And at the end of the Zoom call, he was pitching like the program. It was just about to come out. It was the rookie program and the all-star program. And I've never done real estate, and I was scared, just like I am now. But I took action. And joined the rookie program. So the OG coaches, it was Davila and there you go. So after that, I got my first deal. We flipped it and made $250K.
$250,000. This stuff makes me all emotional. So you joined the program, and what have you been able to accomplish since then? Like, you were there, Ryan gave you a shot. Like so many of these people that we talk about, give people a shot. It happened to me too. And then look at what happens. These people become trailblazers. So where are you now compared to where you were then?
Yeah, like what they said, like all these events, right? The biggest thing that you're gonna get really is like networking. My business partner, if he could come out.
Come on out.
I actually met him in one of these events.
So they met at one of these events. Introduce yourself.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Anthony Nelson. I am also in Northern California, Stockton area. So I met Bess at when it used to be called Future Flipper, and we have created a great partnership, actually. And just in these seats like this, that's how I met her. And so you never know who you're going to be sitting next to at these events. You'll get money, you'll find money, you'll make partners, and networking. Your network is your net worth.
It's almost like the stuff that we've been saying for 2 days is real. Who would have thought? So, where are you guys going in the future? Where do you see it going? Let's make some declarations today in front of the wealth builders as to what you guys are going to do moving forward.
I want to be like one of these guys. Maybe throw events like these, you know, like someone that's new, and you could see them actually start from nothing to move up like them.
Wow.
So where I see, I want to make a great partnership happen. We're going to make a business. So before we joined up, we were doing things individually. We literally live 20 minutes apart. And like I said, we met here in Vegas. And so being able to find somebody who lives 20 minutes apart from you, we were doing things apart. So now we're just bringing it all together, and we're hoping to build a business and a brand, and hopefully in Central Valley real soon, you'll know who we are.
Let's go! Give them some love, everybody. Let's go!
My story is all about transformation, change, adaptability. Briefly, I was born in New York, Brooklyn actually, and my dad was the underboss of the Colombo crime family, one of the 5 New York Mafia Cosa Nostra families. And underboss is a very powerful position. How many of you have heard of the Mafia? All right. Well, it is a real thing. People ask me all the time, is that real? And yeah, some of the things you see in the movies, like Godfather, Goodfellas, a lot of that, even though it's, they always... Everything comes with a struggle or a challenge. It's all relative. What might be difficult for you could be easy for me, and vice versa. But we all have our personal issues and challenges that we have to get over. And the important thing is that we got to do it. There's no excuses. There's no, no saying it can't happen. Mentorship, very important. I'll be honest with you, I grew up idolizing my dad. So what it shows you is this, people. If you put your mind to something, you surround yourself with the right people, you're diligent in what you do, you can succeed realistically most anything. And so thank you very much. I'll see some of you later tonight, but God bless.
How are you enjoying the conference so far?
Great. I'm already on board.
Great. Where are you from? Yeah, one of my favorite places in the world. I love it. I love it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, we went there, honeymoon there, but we went there probably straight every summer for a couple of weeks. We stayed at the Grand Wailea all 3 seasons. Paradise. Really? Well, the first time we went, that's when and then Wailea built up.
That's where
It was beautiful. Yeah, it was. Absolutely.
Do you mind taking a picture?
Yeah, of course.
Be relentless in the pursuit of your calling. In the deepest sense of your being, you are answering your reason for being on this planet. No one can compete with you. Nothing can stop you. Nothing that in a moment seems like rock bottom can hold you back from taking that rock bottom and using it as a stepping stone to something so much greater than you ever had imagined. So here's what's gonna happen along this journey of building your empire. You're gonna hire the wrong people. You're gonna sign bad contracts. You're gonna go into bad partnerships that you're gonna have to do a lot of cleanup around. You're gonna make bad judgment calls. You're gonna promote people too early. You let go of people too late. You're probably gonna get sued more than once. Becoming the person that your dreams require.
$1,100. So I just like.
Okay, but I gotta ask you, what is verbal next step? Wait, I see it right now.
So what we used to do was we would tell them to go to the course, and then you have any
It sounds like a fun dance.
that too.
That's not like a I like it. I like the vibe. I think you're gonna Hawaii. Yeah, I know. That's a good vibe. Did you guys see
Filming, video. So like the most anywhere in the world. More space you have to as far as like the results, we should do an old football.
You guys should do your own podcast.
9 habits that I'm tracking. So every Sunday I write down my 3 goals and I write down my 9 habits that I'm tracking. And it's things like the simple stuff. Did I wake up by 6 a.m.? Why? Because when I wake up by 6 a.m., I know I have time. It's not weird at all. If you care about something, why don't you measure it? You don't have to tell your spouse you're doing it, but do it because it's going to improve when you focus on it. So I've got all these 9 habits. I simply then every morning, I check. Yes, did I do it yesterday? Or no, did I not do it? And I set myself a goal for each one. So wake up by 6 a.m., 6 times a week. 10-minute connection time, 7 days, 50 grand worth of repairs. And I told my dad, hey, someday whenever I sell this, I'll give you half the profit. So I had an equity partnership, a home equity line of credit, seller financing, and a lease option all wrapped in. And guess what that got for me? Financial freedom. It took 4 different techniques to get there. And that's what the truth is. Most no money down stuff requires the creativity. Now the reason I didn't give you just one strategy today, I know speakers are supposed to give you one thing to like take home. I gave you 7 because the reality is no and low money down strategies are like tools in a toolbox. You have tools, and if you only had one tool, just a hammer, all you would think about doing is like, hitting a nail or taking out a nail. But if you've got a hammer and a drill and a saw and a screwdriver and you got all that, you can take on a whole lot of projects. The more tools in your mental toolbox, the more projects you can take on. You're not looking at every deal that comes your way just like, okay, can my hammer fix this? You're like, okay, well the hammer won't work here, but I bet the screwdriver will work here. Oh, I bet if I took the screwdriver and the hammer and the saw, I could make this deal work. And that's how you put together deals with no and low money down. Okay, 18 minutes left. You guys all with me still? Everybody awake? Hand up real quick. Turn to your neighbor. Give him a fist bump. Hi. Good job, look at that. All right, do me a favor. look to somebody you do not know. It's gonna get weird. Somebody you maybe do not know. And I want you to tell them something. I want you to tell them something. Something that you are looking for right now. Something that you need. Go, you got 30 seconds, go.
For Leeds. Leeds? Yeah. Where's it from? Northern California. Awesome. Good try. What's that? Good try. Oh, yeah? Nice. How long did I get in the program?
You guys can meet together once a week at the same time, every single week, and say, what was your score? What did you do well? What did you screw up on? What are your 3, 4, 5 goals? What are your goals? What are you working toward? Because I need to be reminded sometimes of what I'm trying to do, because I get bogged down in life. And I believe a lot of you do as well. It's like, let's have tracking, let's have accountability and all that. Because it's that important. Track your goals, your habits, your actions, and your constraints. And you are going to live an incredible, incredible life. Thank you.
Give it up for my guy, Brandon Turner, man. Man, I really appreciate that guy. Like I was saying at the very beginning of this event, it's kind of like surreal for me because he was the guy that inspired me to take action. And you know, he talked about pivots in your life, like moments where it's just like, you have a choice. You can make a pivot one way or the other. And his influence pivoted me to this entirely new road that has led to this. So give Brandon a big round of applause. This is the wrap up of the event, guys. Did you guys get a lot of good value this week? You know, when I think about everything that's happened the last few days, you know, we had MVP Day. I met a lot of amazing people. You know, I had some great conversations at the Brooklyn Bowl with a lot of you. You know, we had day one yesterday with Brad Lee, with Andy Elliott, with Dan Martell. Who had some good takeaways? Just shout them out. I want to hear what your takeaways the last 2 days have been. Who's brave enough to shout some out? What do you got? Andy Elliott. Andy Elliott? Booyah. Andy Elliott just served you guys the truth. He didn't serve you any ice cream. Testosterone. Testosterone, there we go. We got to get on testosterone. We all need it. Processes, there we go. Consistency, yep, we talked about that literally with everything. Become a better leader, take action. I love it, guys. Those are amazing takeaways. So, for me, every time I do these events, you know, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of time. So none of this would be possible without the team behind me. So give the team a huge round of applause for everything. You've got Mariella, Nilsa, Justin, Susie, the entire Wealthy team back there. I mean, they absolutely crushed it. Like, there's so much work and planning that goes into this. The entire marketing team with Crystal, you know, Justin and Jocelyn and Austin and the media team backstage. None of this is possible without them. So, we said Mariella, she was the first one. So, super just grateful to have all of them on a team. How many of you guys would like to come to another WealthCon? Show of hands, real high. Okay, so we actually know when the next one is, so I'm gonna tell you. Get your phones out so you can block it out right now, okay? The next WealthCon is going to be all of our all-star students. I will be back there taking pictures, so I will see you guys in the back. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you.
It's another Las Vegas sign with like a rooftop thing.
Yeah, so we enrolled them, so it was empty to
New beginning, new ventures.
New friends. Cheers.
Shelly here, who I met here at the WealthCon. So Shelly, what is your one action item you're taking away from this event?
One action I'm really going to start doing after this is creating content. I haven't done it, so along with that is building the brand with my content and just building confidence. And I feel like that's the one thing that I really need to build on myself, to start creating that content. And I know that's going to help me out.
Ryan here, who I met here at WealthCon. So Ryan, what is your one action item you're going to take away from this event?
So the one thing I'm going to start doing ASAP is I'm going to start hitting those phones. I'm going to start doing some marketing, trying to get my first deal. So all this time, I've been kind of one of those guys that's just been like, I know what's going on, I know what's going on. But this WealthCon just really gave me the confidence, the empowerment to just start taking massive action. And that's the only way I'm going to start going. Yeah.
Now you got a network of people to rely on.
That's the best part. So I'm doing it with people that think the same way, that have done it, and I just got to follow and then take my own course.
Good job.
My favorite person.
This is Rich. We met here at the WealthCon. Rich, what is one action item you're going to take away from this WealthCon event?
Oh, one big action item is going to be processing. They kept speaking about processes. I was thinking about our business, and I was like, oh yeah, we need some processes for sure.
Huge, very important. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you again in October at the next time that we're here in Vegas.
Of course.
Yeah. Cool. This is Eileen. We met here at the WealthCon. So Eileen, what is your one action item you're taking away from this event?
So for me, I really want to get into the Nevada state and become an administrator and then connect with everyone that we met here. Yeah, because like the housing is so much cheaper than being in California, right? So yeah, taking my administrator course, connecting with everyone we've met, and then just building our business in Vegas. So
maybe now we get one point.
Yes. Oh, that'll be so fun. Oh my gosh.
We should plan one.
Oh my god, I feel cold right now.
That's accountability is so big, and like I don't have any of it right now. So.
Sometimes it's different between you and your partner.
Yeah. She didn't tell him, but
She's a shy girl.
Yeah.
It don't work.